In this video, we are going to talk about how to write a compelling personal statement. When you apply for scholarships and admissions, you are often required to submit a personal statement. And most of the time, applicants are confused about what a personal statement is. They don't know what to write in their personal statement, and they don't know how to structure their personal statement. Oftentimes, when I review personal statement, the mistake that I see is that applicants copy and paste what is on their CV and paste it as their personal statement. The only difference is that in the personal statement, you change what you have copied from the CV and you write it into paragraphs and submit as a personal statement. That should not be the case. That is not a personal statement. A CV is a CV, it's an independent document. Personal statement is an independent document on its own as well. So there shouldn't be a confusion between CV and personal statement, and there shouldn't be copying of information from your CV to your personal statement. You can use the information from your CV to inspire you to write your personal statement, but do not copy and paste your key responsibilities or the kind of or work you did in your CV and copy and paste it and send it as a personal statement. That should not happen. We are going to have a look at how you should write your own personal statement. If you need some guidance to write your own personal statement, please go to the link in the description and get the scholarship application document too. This will help you to craft your own scholarship application documents, including the personal statement. You will find prompts and also samples that will inspire you and help you to write your own personal statement. Go to the link in the description and get your tool. So, what exactly is a personal statement? Just like the word personal statement, it's personal. It's about your own unique story. It's about your own personal story, your background, and how that has influenced your experience and your achievements. Basically, you need to look back in your life, look into your journey, reflect into your journey, and try to see how your journey has brought you to where you are right now. And then you can write a story about that, relating the story to the program or the scholarship that you are applying for. Remember, everything should always go back to the program you are applying for or the scholarship that you are applying for, but it has to be personal. It should be personal. And also, one thing you should be mindful of is when you are using AI, oftentimes maybe you use ChatGPT to write your personal statement. The personal statement will not sound personal. You have to edit that. Do not submit directly a personal statement that you copied from ChatGPT, because there's a language that there's a AI language that you can pick when you are reading a document. You can pick that this is AI language, this is ChatGPT speaking, based on the tone and also the words that are used. So when you write a personal statement using AI, make sure that you then edit it so that it can sound like you, and you use synonyms. Try to replace some words that are coming from ChatGPT. Try to replace the words with your own, with other words, so that the personal statement can sound as original as possible. Now, there are three things that you need to look into when you are writing your personal statement. Let's have a look at those three things. The first thing is about your background, which I've already highlighted, your background and your motivation and why this field matters to you. You have to talk about your background. Your background is very important. It's unique to you. What you've experienced, the other person has not experienced or has probably not experienced it. You have your own unique background. You have your own unique upbringing. Sorry for that. Sorry for the stuttering. You have your own upbringing. So your background has probably motivated you to choose the field that you are in right now. There's a link between your background, your motivation, and your field. That is what you need. That is the link that you need to show when you are writing your personal statement. So, important tips: begin with a personal story or life experience that inspired your choice of field. You have a personal story. Everyone has a personal story. What is your personal story? You need to look into your personal story and then write that story as authentic as possible. It should sound original. It should not sound like, sometimes applicants, you read personal stories of successful scholarship awardees and you try to make yours sound like that. No, that is not how it should be. It should be unique to you. And then you reflect on what ignited your passion and why this is important to you. Here's an example. Growing up without parents and being raised by social workers in a boarding school left a deep emotional imprint on me. This experience developed in me a deep empathy for people in emotional pain and strong desire to help others cope with trauma. So, this is a person who is applying for an MSc in mental health. They are telling about their background, what happened in their background, what they experienced in their background, and then that background, what did it ignite in them, or what motivation did it bring in them? And it led to them wanting to help other people. So you see, there's a link between your background, your motivation, and the field that you have chosen. Then the second thing is your academic and professional experience and how you are prepared. How did your academic experience prepare you for the program you are applying for now? Sorry, there's a fly here. And also, how did your professional experience prepare you for the program that you are applying for now? For the scholarship that you are applying for now, your undergraduate degree, your master's degree, if you already have master's degree and you are applying for PhD, your professional experience. It doesn't have to be paid work experience, your voluntary work. Perhaps you did internship, any kind of professional work that you undertook. How did it prepare you for the program you are applying for now? And try to your professional and academic should match the program that you're applying for. There shouldn't be a huge difference, especially for the professional. Try to talk about professional work experience that is relating to the program that you are applying for. Highlight your degree, relevant coursework, internships, voluntary work, and leadership roles. Emphasize what skills and insights you gained. Here's an example. My degree in counseling, a 6-month internship at Vala Mental Health Foundation, and 2 years voluntary at Lifeline have equipped me with practical skills to support individuals through health crisis. You see that there is an academic, there is a professional experience element there, and then how it prepared the individual for the program they're applying for now. And then the last thing is your future goals and your scholarship fit. How this program helps you make impact. You should discuss your goals post study and how the program and scholarship will help you. Remember, the scholarships, most of the scholarships, they are funding you so that you earn a degree, a higher education degree, and make a difference in your country. So you should highlight what your goals are post your studies and how does that relate to the scholarship. How does the scholarship fit into your goals? You have to relate your goals to the scholarship and how the scholarship will help you realize your goals. um, your goals should be, you should think about broader goals that relate to your community and societal impact. Your goals should not sound selfish. They should not sound self-centered. They should not sound like it's about you, but your goals should sound like you really want to make an impact in your community, in your country. Here's an example. I plan to open a mental health practice and work with nonprofits to bring awareness through community workshops. The MSc in mental health at the University of Queensland will empower me with advanced knowledge and a global perspective I can bring back home. This is just an example. Remember, in your personal statement, you will have to expand and add more information, because for the sake of the presentation, I just made one paragraph. But for your personal statement, normally you have to write one page. So you should be able to expand, and you can give examples where necessary. And if you need me to review your personal statement and other scholarship application documents, please book a review through the link in the description. I will review your documents thoroughly and then add some comments, constructive feedback that will help you to refine your documents and write um, competitive and winning documents. So book through the link in the description. All the best with your applications.